Welcome to class 7 of Java. In this class we are going to understand reading values from what? Keyboard. Okay. So in this class we are going to understand basically how to read values from keyboard in Java program. Okay. So to read the values from keyboard we have to use what? java.util.scanner class. Okay. So the scanner class can be used to read the values from keyboard. Now this class contains some methods like this. These are the methods present in the scanner class. Okay. These methods present in the scanner class, helps in reading different data type values from the keyboard. I repeat, these methods present in the scanner class helps in reading the values from keyboard into the Java program. So this method is used to read a boolean value from keyboard. This is used to read a byte value from keyboard. This is used to read double value, float value, int value. Okay, this is used to read a string value, long value, and a short data type value from keyboard. How it is going to be, we are going to understand. Okay, so in order to call these methods, we have to create an object to the scanner class. Okay, how? Let us say take an example. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a scanner. So this is what scanner SCC. SCC is a short form of scanner. Okay, new of, I can say scanner. This is what the object you have to create. Okay, now then after I have to write what SCC dot next int, so that it will read integer value. Okay, next SCC dot I can say next long, so that it will read a long data type value. So like this, using this particular object, we have to call this particular methods. Okay, did you understand now? So in order to use this particular methods, in order to call these methods, we have to create an object to the scanner class in this particular way. So this new is a keyword which is used to create an object. Okay, so we will discuss in depth this particular thing later on, but as of now you understand this is how you can create an object to the scanner class. But this scanner class should read the values from where it should read the values from. Okay, it should read the values from keyboard, or it should read the values from mouse, or it should read the values from file. So from which input device it should read the values from keyboard, that we have to tell to the scanner object. Okay, to this scanner class object we have to tell where to read, from where it should read the values. Okay, so let us see how can we explain this to the Java. Okay, let us say that. So assume that this is what monitor, and this is what CPU, this is what we called as a keyboard. Okay, so this is what is this is what keyboard, and this is what we called as monitor. Okay, so in Java each device is identified by using a object. Okay, so keyboard can be identified in Java. Keyboard can be identified in Java by using system dot in object. Okay, so system dot in object is binded to keyboard. Okay, similarly, so for monitor we use what? System dot out. Okay, out. So out is an object that is binded to what? Monitor. So in Java, if you want to represent keyboard, you have to use what? System dot in. If you want to use monitor in the Java program, then you have to use what? System dot out. Okay, system dot in is binded to keyboard, system dot out is binded to monitor. So that is why to print on the monitor, what we are doing, please? System dot out dot, we are saying print ln. So something called as what? Hello. Like this we are writing. What does it is saying? Print hello on what? Monitor. So on monitor it is going to print. This is how, what's the meaning. Similarly, now you want to read the values from what? Now you want to read the values from what? Keyboard. So this is what we have to tell in the Java. Okay, so we are telling to the scanner object that read the values from keyboard. So this is what. So now the scanner object can read the values from what? Keyboard. Okay, so it reads the values from what? Keyboard. So I created one SCC object. SCC is an object, scanner object, that reads the values from what? Keyboard. Okay, so let me copy paste this particular thing, please. Okay, let me copy paste here. So this is what the meaning of this particular object. Okay, sorry, let me say that this is what here I am going to paste it. So now we are going to see how to read the values from keyboard in Eclipse. Okay, so let me open the Eclipse, please. So let me open the Eclipse. Let me open the Eclipse. Let me see here. Okay, so here I'm opening the Eclipse. It's opening. So here it is opened the Eclipse, and this is what the square.java that I have explained in the last class. Okay, square.java is a program that is present in the second project. Okay, now I would like to read one integer value for the n. Okay, I read the value for the n, and that n will be squared and it will print on the monitor. Okay, so let me show you. Instead of assigning the value, here I am going to read the value from the keyboard. So how we are going to see now? Okay, so now I am going to write the statement like scanner. Okay, scanner. So what we do here, it is scanner sec is equal to new of scanner. First of all, let me create an object. Sorry, scanner, this is the object, system.in. Okay, system.in, this is semicolon. So I am getting an error. Why getting an error? Because the scanner class should be imported in the Java program. So the scanner class should be imported first, then it should be used. So if you want to import that, what you need to do is you place a mouse pointer on it and wait for some time, so that you'll get this particular import scanner. Okay, java.util. Just click on that, so that this statement will be imported here. Okay, this is how you can import the class. Okay, otherwise how can you do? Let me show you here. Okay, first of all, write down the import statement. Import java dot util dot write scanner. Okay, util dot scanner. Okay, scanner. First of all, you import this particular scanner class, then you write down the statement. This is another way. Okay, so anyway you can follow this particular thing. Fine. Now I should read the value for n. So I would like to read the value for n. How to read the value for n means sysout. Let me say sysout and press Control space bar. Okay, say enter value for n. So I'm asking enter the value for n. Now I have to read the value for n. How to read the value for n? N is equal to the scanner object dot. What is the object? The object is sec is an object. Okay, sec dot dot. Now tell me which method I have to read. Which method I have to use to read the integer? Next int. See, next int. This method I can use. Next int, press enter and semicolon. So the next int method of scanner object reads a integer value from keyboard and stores into what? N. And that n value I will print on the monitor. First of all, see, sysout. Okay, sysout n is equal to plus what? N. That n value I am printing over here. Okay, then after that n is squared and stored here, then it is printing the square on the monitor. Okay, so save the program. First of all, here save the program, then after you run it, now you see that it is asking enter value for n. Okay, so let me drag here, drag the, okay, here, now better. So you can see that now which statement is executing, please? Enter value for n, and this statement is now executing and it is ready to read a value from keyboard. So place the mouse pointer here and type the number. The number I'm typing is 5. Okay, 5, and press enter. That's it. This entered 5 is taken by this particular statement and stores into the n. Now that n is printing on the monitor over here, and similarly, okay, similarly it calculated the square and it's printing the square on the monitor in this way. Okay, so this is how can you read the value from keyboard in Java by using the scanner class and by using the methods like next int, next float, next double, like that. Okay, so this is the first program. So let me copy paste this program. Okay, let me copy paste this program. So first program, so program to read integer and read a number, program to read a number and print it's a square. Okay, print it's a square, right? This is the program. Let me give the program for you. This is the program, right? Next, so let me save it. Now I'll get back to this one. I would like to write another program now. What's the another program? Let's say I would like to write a program like this. The program is program to, okay, program to read base and height and calculate, okay, and calculate area of triangle. area of a triangle. Okay, in the previous case also this program we have did. Okay, so in this program what we need to do is we have to read the values for base and height and calculate what area of the triangle. This is the program that we would like to write. So therefore let me write another program in the same project only. In the same project only I would like to write another program. Okay, so right click on the default package, or it may be SRC. Okay, then new, what I say is class. I take a class. What is that? Triangle class I am taking. Okay, triangle class, and add a public static void method. Okay, so then finish it please. Now this is what you are getting here. Okay, so what happens here, it is now what the first thing that you have to do, please import the scanner class. So import java dot util dot, okay, util dot scanner. Okay, scanner is not showing here, but you type it please, SCANNER, scanner, that's it. Okay, now in the main you create the scanner object. Scanner sc is equal to new of scanner of system.in. okay, system.in. okay, now what to do, please in the program, we'll get back to the program. Read base, height and calculate area of a triangle. So for this we require some variables. What variables? Base variable, height variable, and what area variable. 3 variables are required in the program. So therefore I create double variables. So whenever we want to take decimal points, better to take double instead of float. So it is recommended to use double base comma height comma, okay, area. 3 variables are required. Okay, now read. So this is what the comment, 2 forward slashes are comment. Okay, so we are now going to read base and what height values. Okay, how to read? So let's say sysout, I say enter base, just shortcut method, shortcut message I am doing, enter base. So base variable is equal to what I say, scc dot next double. Why I am taking next double here? Why I am taking double here? Because base is a double variable. That is why I am using here next double. Okay, put a semicolon. Similarly, sysout, I say enter height. Okay, enter height. Now here again write height is equal to, height variable is equal to scc dot next double only. Okay, so we are reading a double value into the base and reading, okay, double value into what? Height. This is what we have completed. Now use the formula. This is what? Calculation. Okay, calculation. Okay, what is that? Calculation? Area is equal to half into base into height. Calculation completed. Now after calculation we are now going to print on the monitor. Okay, print result. Okay, how to print the result? Sysout. Okay, sysout. Okay, fine. Now I am going to say that area of triangle. What is the area of triangle? Let me show you that area. Okay, that's it, finished. So this is how can you write the program. Then save the program please. Okay, save the program. So what I'm doing, please, I'm creating the scanner object first of all to read the values from keyboard. Then I'm creating the variables and I'm reading the values for the required variables. The required variables are base and height. Then I'm doing the calculations. Then I'm printing on the monitor. Is it okay? Right? So this is how it is going to be. Now run the program please. Whenever run the program, now it's asking base value. So please click here. Okay, so click here, put the mouse pointer over here and type the value. 2.5 is the base, enter. Then height 6.3 and press enter. So that will get the area of a triangle. Is this clear now? So this is how it can be done. Now I am going to tell you another program where I am going to read the name, employee number and salary. So I would like to read 3 values and I would like to print on the monitor. Okay, so let's say that I right click on the SRC folder and before that what I do is I copy this program, okay, and I paste here. Okay, right, this is better, good. Now I am going to explain another program please. What is that? Is program to read okay, program to read what? Employee name, emp name. Okay, employee name. Let me say type completely employee name, employee number. Okay, employee number, or employee ID. I say employee ID, and salary and print them. Okay, and print them. That's it, enough. This is okay. This is the program I would like to do. Read the name, employee ID, and what? Salary, and like this. Okay, for this let me show you the program please. Okay, so let us create another program. Click on the SRC folder, go to the new and what? Class. So what I'm going to do here, it is employee. Okay, employee. I am going to say that employee class name is employee. Then here select the public static void main and click on finish. Now I got here one employee .java file. Okay, so here we remove this particular thing. Similarly, now what I do, import. Okay, import. Okay, instead of that also what I can do, let me show you please. Here I type scanner SCA. Okay, SCA, type it and press control space bar. When you press control space bar, whichever the classes that starts with SCA, scanner SCA, all that particular thing it is going to show here. See, SCA, NNER, SCA, TTR, like this. Whichever the class that contains SCA, all that particular options it will show. Okay, so what you do is you use the up arrow, down arrow key and press enter. See, immediately it is imported the scanner class here. Okay, this is the fastest method of developing the applications in Java. Okay, sc is equal to new of scanner system.in. Okay, system.in, that's it, it's completed. Now I create the variables. Tell me what are the variables that are required in this program, please. Employee name, employee ID and salary. Okay, so for that what I do, I create employee name is what, string data type. Employee name is string, so I write here string employee name emp. Okay, emp name, shortcut emp name, like this I am going to use. Okay, so there are some rules are present, so let me tell you that rules later on. Okay, emp name, let's say that emp name, rules I will tell you later on, not now. Okay, emp name. Then emp name is what, please, emp name is a string data type. Next we are going to understand to create what, employee ID. Employee ID is an integer, so integer emp ID. Okay, next I say what, salary. Salary means what, rupees. Rupees means what, it contains what, points. Okay, so therefore double what is that, is salary. Okay, double salary, like this. Now how to read these values from keyboard? I write sys out. Okay, individual values you have to read, please. Enter employee name. Okay, enter employee name. So now I am going to take emp name is equal to, okay, scc dot. Now how to read a string from keyboard? Next, okay, next line you have to say, please. Next line. Okay, next line. So next line is going to read a string including spaces. Reads string. Okay, reads a string including spaces. Okay, including spaces it will read. Okay, right. Next we are going to write enter employee. Okay, employee. Okay, employee ID, please. Okay, employee ID. So here I say that emp ID is equal to scc dot next integer. Finished. Okay, this is. Similarly I am going to write what, again enter, okay, salary. Okay, this is what, salary. Now here I am going to say that salary is equal to scc dot next double. Okay, salary is a double variable, therefore we are writing what, next double. Like this we have completed, right? Now what we are going to do here, it is, let's say now we print these values on the monitor. Sys out, I say that e name is equal to, and means employee name. Okay, emp name is equal to emp name. What's the emp name? Plus emp name. Okay, emp name, that's what I can write. Next emp id. Okay, let's say that emp id is equal to plus emp id. Okay, next I am going to say that salary. Okay, salary is equal to plus okay, then I say what, salary. This is what, is it okay, right? This is how. Now you execute this program, so it will read here. So let me say that it will read the string. Okay, it will read the integer, it will read the salary double, and will print on the monitor using this particular statement. Okay, now run the program. Now it's asking, so move, click here. Okay, click here and now write the employee name. Employee name is, let's say that King. Okay, then employee ID is 105. Okay, and whose salary is what, let's say that 9,000 rupees. Okay, 90,000 rupees, let's say. This is what the details it is printing on the monitor. Is okay, right? So this is what happens with it. Control A, Control C. Okay, and the program I'm going to paste over here, Control V. Okay, so let me save this program, right? So this is what happened here, it is. Okay, did you understand please how to read? But there is small thing that you have to understand, please, in this particular case. One small thing that you have to understand. What if I am going to write, okay, what if I am going to write, first of all, a read, I mean to say is read integer value first. So I am reading the integer value first. Okay, then I am reading the string value. What happens in this particular case? Let me see here please. Okay, run this particular one. See employee ID. Employee ID I am giving here please. Employee ID I am giving. What's employee ID? 105 I am giving. Assume okay. Press enter. And you see that it read what employee ID. Okay, no problem. But it is not reading the employee name. It is skipping this employee name and reading what? The salary over here. Sir, why it is happening like this? Okay, why it is happening like this? Let me show you how this is happening actually. Okay, let me show you this particular thing. Let me activate it. Right. Yeah, let me show you this particular, okay, pencil. Right, fine. Listen everybody. So why it is skipping, why it is not accepting the name, is directly going to the enter salary. So this particular thing is not what I mean to say is reading the string from the keyboard. Why it is happening? Because see, after typing 105, what you did here you have pressed here enter. This is enter key you have pressed. Okay, when you press enter key, what happens is this 105 is an integer value which is taken by this particular statement and stored into what? EMP ID. Okay, EMP ID stored with what? 105. Now cancel this 105. What is left? The enter key is left. This enter key is taken by this particular statement. Okay, this particular statement took what? The enter key. Enter key means what? /n. Okay, enter key is nothing but what? /n. And this /n is taken and here it is stored into the EMP name. This is what happens with this particular thing. Means 105 is taken by the next int and stores into the EMP ID, and this next character, the enter key character, is taken by this next line and stored into the EMP name. Okay, therefore this next line is now skipping, so it is not working this particular thing. It is not reading the value from keyboard. Then it is going to the next statement, sc dot next double. That is what? Enter salary. It is going with the enter salary. Is it okay? So now I type the salary. See, I type the salary. What is that? 1000 only. Okay, enter it. Now if you see what happening is ename you are not getting anything, but employee ID 105, and this is what happens is 1000. Okay, so the enter key present in the ename is not showing over here because enter key cannot be, it is invisible. Okay, right. Then how to solve this particular issue? How can we solve this particular issue? So let me tell you what happens here. It is just you write one statement here. What is the statement you have to write? Right, we have to write what? SCC dot next line you write down here. This next line will consume, it will consume. Okay, what does it do? It consume enter key it is going to consume. Therefore, okay, therefore now, okay, therefore it reads okay, next value it will read. Okay, next value it will read compulsorily. Okay, so now let me execute the same program please. Okay, same program. I'll explain here. So let me clear it, otherwise let me clear it please. Let me delete it. Okay, let me clear it. Right, fine. Now this is what happens here. It is right. Let me remove some space here and let me give here. Right, good. Now this is very good. Okay, now let me save this program and run the program. Here I am going to run the program. So let us say what is happening. Let me show you the output please. Right, right. Now I am giving 105, enter. Now it's asking enter name because this after okay, let me give, otherwise let me give the value first of all. Okay, the name is what? Let me say that King. Okay, King, and the salary is what? Some 20,000, like 20,000. Now you got the answer or not? Yes. How it is happened? Let me explain once again please. Okay, so when you are pressing this particular thing, okay, 105 and press enter. When you press enter, what is happening please? 105 is taken by this integer. Okay, fine, completed. This in, sorry, not this one, sorry, let me get back here. 105 is taken by this particular, okay, this particular next int, and the enter key what you are typing here, this enter key is consumed by this particular next statement. Okay, so therefore this completed. Now as a result, this particular next line is reading the value from here. It is now reading the value from here. It is reading the value from here, and this King is taken by this particular thing and storing into what? This particular EMP name. Okay, so like this. So whenever you want to read, I repeat once again, whenever you want to read a string value after reading the integer value or after reading the any numeric value, integer, float, double, whatever it may be. Okay, so you have to use what, this particular statement to consume the enter key. Is it okay, please? Right? So I repeat, please, after reading a numeric value, if you want to read a string value, before that you have to write this statement so that it will consume the enter key. Okay, this is what you have to remember, please. Let me, okay, control C. Okay, otherwise what I do is I paste this particular complete screen here. Okay, complete screen I am going to paste here for your reference. Let me first of all delete it. Okay, delete it. Then here I am going to paste this particular thing. Okay, so this you remember, please. Okay, what I mean to say is reading. Okay, reading string after numeric value. Okay, numeric value, this is what. Okay, reading string after numeric value. Okay, this is what I mean to say. Is clear? So this is what I have explained clearly, all this particular thing. What is that? Please, how to read a value from keyboard. So the basic thing that we understood in this class is what? That is reading value from keyboard. Okay, to read the value from keyboard we have to use what? The scanner class, and the scanner class contains all these particular methods, and with the help of these methods only we can read the value from keyboard. Okay, so remember, please, and this is how can we create an object of scanner class to read the value from keyboard, and how to read the integer value and how to read the float long value, similarly with other data type values. Okay, and I've explained very clearly that system.in is an object that is binded to the keyboard, and system.out is an object that is binded to the monitor. Okay, and here we have seen how to read the integer value, how to read the double values, and how to read the string values, and the problem also we have discussed what happens if you read a string value after the integer. Okay, so here we will stop, please.